Well, hello there, Duke here, back playing Dwarf Fortress. Quite a few things have happened. I've got to say, this is the fortress I've had with the most death without there being, like, a wipeout. And what I mean by that is sometimes you'll get a beast, a forgotten beast, that just rips through your fortress, or... okay. Completely derailed my train of thought. Get a petition. Let me do that first. Entertaining. No. Got way too many entertainers. I actually have a traveling performance trope. Or troupe, I guess. Troupe? Yeah, troupe. Or performance troupe. The Azure Omens or something, and they now live here. So that's why I have, like, 10 idlers. Because there's, like, 6 performers just sitting around doing nothing. Plus... we got about 3 or 4 mercenaries now. Most of our mercenaries got killed by a giant forgotten beast. And I had a forgotten beast that... okay, so I had like two in a row forgotten beasts that were like trash. Okay, they were 100% garbage. And they were beaten easily by like one mercenary spear dwarf. Right, he killed both of them. This next one, it wiped all the mercenaries we had down in the caves. It wiped my entire crossbow squad and probably a little more than half of the melee dwarves. So now our melee dwarves are here, and that's all we have. 5. Yeah, so that did some real damage. We ended up with a lot of dead people on that one. So you can see my total dead and missing, not counting some of these animals at the top, about 55. We also somehow ended up with 4 barons. And I'm not sure why that happened. I got 3 pretty much all at the same time, and then the 4th one was appointed, which is done as usual by the dwarven whatchamacallit. But none of them are named after barons of our actual fort. So, I'm not sure what happened there. So yeah, then we've ended up having to do... somebody finally smoothed this wall, that's nice. Let me do this like layer by layer. Okay, so then the civilization page... we had... let's see, holdings, tribute. Another place is connected to us here. It's the competitive, the Dwarven Hillocks of Release Channels. Okay, so the Baron of Release Channels lives here. I guess is what I've learned from that. And Stonedessert. Hillocks of Ape Ships, Tingled Gals, Chucked Furnace, Mute Dinks, Path Tool, Range... and I think these are like... I think when they're blue like that, they're like the mountain homes. We're not 100% on that one. Okay, Earthguarded. He lives in our fortress as well. That's just kind of weird. I don't know why these people live with us and not where their barony is. And I'm not sure. The last one was... oh, there's Axon Joys. So... okay, so this is our capital. So the Axine Joys, that baron also lives in our fortress. There's a ton of artifacts there. We sent... I think I sent 1 or 2 artifacts back to the mountain homes, and the rest we have on display. There is... yeah, so this is interesting. A goblin hamlet of Dropletford, population of less than 10, apparently. And they have an artifact, rumored to have an artifact. So we might, once we have a strong militia, which is a ways off now, send a party there to investigate that. This is another one with the same sort of thing. So yeah, here is like the only major goblin stronghold, I'm pretty sure, is Sweet Chambers. Actually, no, there's another one over here. But they're mostly kind of small. Yeah, and there's a couple of humans and some elves. So This is the capital of the humans. I don't know why they have so few people in it. It's kind of a weird thing. I think the humans, there's not many humans left. I think that's the only human town, isn't it? These are, I'm pretty sure the musical note is L's. But I'm not 100%. Even so, I've only seen one human caravan. I've seen several elf ones, which we don't really trade with because they never have anything good. And we've imported some iron from the mountain homes as well. So yeah, we've got one place linked to us, and I think we can ask them for stuff, but I haven't tried that yet. Down here, these have finally been sealed up, so if something falls into these pits, nothing to worry about. I'm going to put some traps in front of these too. And then, if we come down here, this is like our barracks, which is semi-completed. This is just being used, I think, as a dormitory at the moment. You can see we've captured tons of stuff. So I put in a pitting system. I guess I need to turn those dwarves off because they're trying to kill grundles that have been captured in the cages. So yeah, we put in a pitting system here. It's just a long drop. It goes... how many levels? It's like 10 or something. Down here. Yeah, it's over 10. So they'll most likely die if they fall down here, but I'm going to put a bunch of traps in. I put a bunch of... these are just like stonefall traps. We'll put some cages and then some doors at the end. So yeah, they just got to finish digging that out. This is just kind of like a... I don't know, some kind of weird mining corridor we were building. If we come down to the main hall, we have turkeys and turkeys and turkeys for days. I slaughtered all the adult turkeys because we were just getting too many eggs. They're picking up all the eggs and there were still too many eggs. We can unpause, I guess. I've turned off this Dwarf, the sound sense stuff from Dwarf Fortress, so you shouldn't hear the and stuff. We've had to put in a bunch of dining rooms. I'm one short because, as I told you, that random fourth baron just popped up. As you can see, our tavern is like really famous and popular, and it has tons of these traveling poets and stuff that have come to visit and everything. And so we're building bedrooms and stuff just to kind of give it some more space. Here's our museum down here. We've got most of our artifacts on display. We got our book place. We had a guy who was coming and studying chemical infusion or something weird. He's gone now. We have a handful of books, I think, and really not very many. And a temple, just a regular temple. The wells over here as before. If we look at our stocks, you can see our created wealth is pretty good. Exported wealth, I'm basically just giving stuff away at this point because, man, we got tons of stuff. I'm really hoping that this new wave of people, as you can see, there's 17 idlers. I'm hoping this new wave of people has got some like militia people, because we need to put some people to work in the military. The wood stockpile, full, beautiful sight to see. We're running all 4 of the furnaces, or they're supposed to be. 2 doing ash, 2 doing charcoal. And we're making all kinds of shit. Mostly silver crafts, things like that. We should be making soap. I think we need to set some people up to make lye down here. Yeah, I made like 50 shirts, like 80 pants, a bunch of mittens and gloves, shoes, just to make sure my dwarves didn't have tattered clothes on. And we only have 2 dwarves that are like kind of unhappy. I had one person throw a tantrum who was in prison, and they're still down there. There's 2 people in prison. Hilariously, I think the captain of the guard is in prison at the moment. So we had a cold case. That was quite interesting. We had this cook who went nuts and started beating the shit out of people, and fucking everybody saw him. He died in the caves. I don't know what the hell happened to him. He died down there. And we got a couple other ones here. Officer. Injured party. Oh, violation of export prohibition. I don't know what he exported that was prohibited because, as far as I know, it's splints, crutches, and something else dumb, like large gems. Stuff we don't export, basically. I don't know. So yeah, we got some people that are in jail. This guy also, Catton, he's still alive. I don't know why he hasn't been arrested. I guess there's not enough room in the jails for him. L? Is it L? No. I have to read. It's V. That's what I figured. I figured we had some more ropes. Oops. Oh, fuck. Oh well. And some chain. There. We need a couple more doors. These are going to be the noble bedrooms. I'm still kind of in the process of those. Let's go back up. Yeah, stone blocks. Making beds, cabinets, coffers, just making all kinds of stuff. Trying to furnish everything. Get everything furnished and done. Doors are being made. We started making some jars and some clay when it was possible. I don't know if we've got enough stuff to do any of these things. We'll just queue up a couple and see what happens. Jug and clay pot. And yeah. Down here we got the hospital tombs. You can see the tombs. These are mostly full, these tombs. I think this row is empty, pretty much. Actually, I can't be right. There we go. So yeah, these are all empty except for, sorry, my dog is like having a dream or something. Yeah, so these are all, this is all spare down here. And these are the noble ones for noble people and stuff. And the hospital, which is not too busy. It was super busy before. As I told you, we had a lot of injuries from that monster. The bedrooms are pretty much in the same state. They have beds now. Still waiting on doors. Okay, the prisons, we saw that. And if we go down to this level, I'm putting this wall in because somebody got swept over this, and I saved him by building this staircase. This guy actually drowned down here digging this gold. I forgot that this counts as being adjacent for water and it will flood. So he got stuck down here and he died. So that was my bad. But anyway, I'm going to put this wall in so that when they pump, this will fill with water. And finally, we'll have some really good farmland and we can move our animals downstairs and I'll feel really safe about that. I'm also trying to... I know, you're going to be freaking concerned about this. I'm doing some waterworks, okay? I'm going to... If you look down here, there's not much really blocking this water from falling into the map. So I'm going to try and knock this plug out right here and have it fall down. It should block all this up. And then I was going to try to block this, but I'm not sure how that's going to work with all this being kind of in the way. So I guess we'll see. But yeah, I can see our caverns. All of our deceased dwarves have been picked up, I'm pretty sure. There's a Crundle there. The Crundles were coming in over this wall here, because again, I forgot that gap means there's adjacent. We dug down a little bit and didn't find much. We found some gold and things, which we started to dig out. I'm trying to find the magma sea, so that we can move our smelting down lower. Just to take care of some of that shit, you know? So let's have a look at who's not working. So like I said, some of these are just like poets and bards and things. So it's the first people up to Zooton. And we've got... Oh, we've got an axeman, Solon. We've got a confident swords dwarf. Oh, that's great. This person's a dancer. 9. A lasher. Okay, cool. Okay, so I found enough. I got almost 10 people, just too short, to fill out our military with. I'm gonna put this back down here. And there were other people who I just didn't assign because they were already doing something else. So I think if we just read this again. Uvash is in. I just put him in. It's just not... I guess it's not reading that one. Same thing with... I think I put... No, I didn't put him in because he's a tanner, and I think we only had one tanner. Let's see. We go by profession. Look at this. Number of people who don't actually work in the fortress. Tanner. There he is. Yeah, he's the only tanner we have. Interesting. I wish the current jobs didn't count people who who don't work in your fortress, who don't matter. There's like a brewer and a cook, so they're like people who are just on a break, basically. A fishery worker and a carpenter. Like, I'm not... I think everybody's working. That wave that just came in was like 20 dwarves, because I had 98, 99 for a really long time. And we just went up to... Yeah, we're a city now. We're almost... it's 120 something. I think 120 is another milestone. I can't remember what it is. Metropolis is like 140, 150. Maybe another issue here I don't really understand. They're not moving any of this shit. And it seems like they're not moving stuff from the whatchamacallit depot, the trade depot. Control N. Well, that just changes the name. I don't give a shit about the name. Anyway, I don't know what's up with that. So yeah, there's a whole bunch of these because I have like brewing and food cooking just on auto do. So it constantly is going like boop, 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 canceling it, and I just didn't want to hear it anymore, so I just got rid of the old sound sense that was playing. So I did fuck this up and not gonna be able to fit a chair in there. Don't have a weapon fucking armor stand for him. A container, marble coffer is fine. Cabinet, marble cabinet. Let's see. I had some comments here. Let me just go back to my comments page. Taking forever to load. Shitty new YouTube studio. What a piece of shit. Okay, here we go. Hikios888. Thank you for your comments. He left me 2 lovely comments. I said, lol, builds defensive quarter. First attack sends all his dwarves to barrel in the open. Sounds just like me. Yeah, I wanted to protect the animals. But at the same time, I just wanted to see some fighting happen. Because at that time we had kind of a big military, and I was kind of hoping to thin them out. But now it's way too thin. You can see our food stores look great. Plenty of drink. Basically, anytime a caravan comes in, we buy all their fruit and other weird stuff and brew it. What's that one? Oh, okay, an animal. Yeah, and we're running low on meat, so I think I'm going to designate some stuff for butchering, because there's about 900 things. And I need to pit those crundles. So we got a giant olm, which has been trained and is now a work animal, which is kind of a funny one. We got a bunch of stray war dogs, stray hunting dog, some puppies, horseful, puppy, horseful, yak bull, cow calf, and poults by the thousands. So we're gonna slaughter. I don't want to slaughter the dog, or the puppy. And we somehow trained a giant rat. Not sure how we pulled that one off either. But as you can see, we have a lot. There's even more poults here. A lot of animals. And I probably need to go in and... We found a giant cockatiel, which is like a flying squirrel, I think. Anyway, is he somebody's pet? Oops, fucked that up. Let's see, giant... Oh, for fuck's sake, Brennan, you fucking retard. Go back over. Giant... Well, spell it right. Okay. Giant flying squirrel, there it is. He's available as a pet. Nobody's claimed him yet. I guess people can have the giant rats as pets. I don't really care if they do that. Oh, the olm isn't tame. I thought that was... Didn't it say tame a minute ago? I don't know. Yeah. I'm fairly pleased with where the fortress is. I just don't know why I've ended up with 4 barons. If someone could tell me what happened with that, I'd love to know. I'm afraid if I kill one, if I try to get rid of the barons, they're just going to get replaced by somebody else in the fortress, which I really don't want to happen. Somebody's dead. Stray war dog tame has been found dead. Okay, that's fine. Not an uncommon thing. Oh, look, we got a harvest must have happened, and some plum helmets have come up. Great. So that goes right into booze. We don't cook any of that stuff. We're going to need to make a bunch more beds put in there. Ooh, we're going to hear a lot of that smushing noise while they slaughter those baby turkeys. God, I'm such a monster. Okay, so I'm trying to remember how mass pitting works. Now if you're new to Dwarf Fortress, or if you've been playing it for like 4 years like I have, you still need to look at the friggin' wiki all the time. Okay, here we are, mass pitting. So it's an animal stockpile first. I always forget which way you go. Empty cages. Okay, so it should only be empty cages there. So they should come along and dump all that shit in there, hopefully. And, Jesus, hopefully this works. So I'm not sure how this works. I think it just automatically drops them in there, but I can't remember. Swords dwarf's going to attach to a steel short sword. Now, another thing I need to look up is the military, because I feel like my dwarves aren't training like they were before, and I think it may be that I need to make the training weapons. I thought you didn't need to make them. I thought you didn't need to make wooden training weapons. Like I thought they could just get away with using whatever. Because I don't think you can make like a wooden hammer, and that was what we had at the beginning. Everyone just had a hammer. But I think I'll just queue some up to be made anyway, just because, oops. And we want to do a new order. Training. So yeah, you can only make a training spear, sword, and an axe. So we'll just make like 5 of each. Sword. 5. New training. And an axe. 5. Okay. So we can't say like wooden hammer. No? Okay. We'll see if that makes a difference. No idea, honestly. No idea. These should be... Not sure why these aren't... I think it's just sitting there. Nobody's put it away. These dogs look like they're trapped in here, but they're not. They just... So I got some plump helmet mans and stuff. What I should do is these alms and things that are trainable, I should dump them into another room. But I haven't done that yet. So somebody's moving... Somebody's moving a cage here. Creator of what? Something with a creator of something. Man, they're really slow moving that fucking thing. Jeez, take your time there, bud. I really need to cage some animals and sell them because we have so many. Oh, the dog died in here. That's kind of weird. Huh. Pigtail right mitten. Somebody's mitten fucking fell off or something. Did he empty him out of the cage? I thought you're supposed to take him out of the cage. Oh, maybe I did something wrong. I'll have to double check that. So yeah, I just wanted to do a video. Sorry, I'm having to stand up because I got a flu shot. You know how a flu shot makes your arm all weird and stuff? Anyway, just want to give you guys an update of what was going on here. We've had some crises, but we're coming back. Nothing we can't come back from. We got a large population now. Got 4 barons for some reason. No meat. See that? We're getting cooked so quickly. We got absolutely tons and tons and tons of crafts. The road's getting built. Looks nice. Somebody finally came along and put this down. And I wanted to make longland grass here. For every season, pretty much. And D. So that's cool. There's the cactuses have grown back. They've already been cut down once, I think. They seem to be growing back every year, which is great. Oh, the hillocks of labor failure has been found in nearly days traveled northwest and incorporated into your holdings. Okay. So we can go in here and have a look at that real quick. The northwest? Is that what he said? It must be, it's this one. 50 of them already. Economically linked to you. Artifacts? Whoa. Whoa, shit. So this is fairly new into a fortress. I'm not 100% on it. So we got news and rumors. Do I need to, like, look at a fortress? I guess so. So yeah, that's not us, is it? No. So I don't think anything was taken. Looks like somebody... Yeah, so there's just goblins marching around. Is that an evil tower? Might be. So yeah, I'm not sure, like, what these people do for you. I mean, you can request workers, right? So I can request this guy, Unib Rappenstolt, who is a pretty across the board, looks like a administrator of some kind. It's just kind of a weird, remove that mission, kind of a weird thing. But I can probably do the same thing here, request workers. Yeah, Umask Plate Skin, who I have no information about. So, who knows, okay? I don't know, fuck. Fuck, I know. Ooh, I know. Just want to cancel that mission. So yeah, I'll look into the things of training and pitting. That's kind of the things I'm confused on at the moment. Because I'd like to get these Crundles fucking dead at the bottom of this fucking shaft. I don't know why they're not being taken out of the cage. I thought they were supposed to take them out of the cage. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just not paying attention and I need to read the fucking page again. And the dwarves need to get training, and I'll see. It says they're waiting for combat training. Yep, things to look at. So yeah, thank you for watching. Please do comment and subscribe and all that. Tell your friends, you know, whatever. You can follow me on social media. You can buy me a coffee. A link down in the description. I appreciate it very much. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.